Hey, and welcome to part 2 of the identity shift, where we are now going to focus on what we want to bring in. So whether that's a new identity, new narrative, new belief, new habits, new way of showing up. We've released of what no longer fits us, the version of us that is now, or the version that we want to step into, and we are now going to invite that new version in and create space for that. And we're just going to set an intention real quick. So maybe placing your hands by your side, somewhere on your body that feels safe, feel more connected. Closing down the eyes, or if that doesn't feel safe, just lowering the gaze, having a soft gaze towards the floor. And just find an intention for the practice today. That could be something specific that you are wanting to invite in, a version of you that you are wanting to become, or a version of you that is becoming. And if you're there, just say it in a way that is present, like it's already real. For example, I am a confident public speaker. I am a confident public speaker. If there isn't anything that comes specifically to mind and you're wanting to create that space for whatever it is, just in general, you can simply say, I am safe to bring in the new version of me. I am safe to bring in the new version of me. Releasing the hands, opening your eyes. So coming with your feet hip width apart, we're going to begin with the breath of joy, which is one of my favorite pranayama practices. Hence in the name, it invokes that joy, that happiness. For me, it's something that really energizes me, and I tend to practice it before doing something new, maybe going on a call with a client, before filming one of these practices. So I think it's a really great way to just clear and kind of invite in that newness. So starting with the breath, we're going to inhale through the nose, and we're going to inhale through 3 stages. So it's going to look like, so if you can envision on the first part filling up the lower lungs, and the second part the middle lungs, and then the last part right to the top. So it's okay. And then on the exhale, we're going to do through the mouth. So it's going to sound like this. Got it? Okay. Now there's a bit of movement that comes with it as well, with our arms. So on the first part of the inhale, we bring the arms up in front of us. So we go. And on the second part, we go out to the side. And on the last part, we swing them up to the sky, to the ceiling. There we go. And on the exhale, we drop. Now, just be careful with your back here. You don't want to go full force, just whatever feels like a nice kind of release there for you. So putting it all together, we have got it? Okay. We're going to do 5 of these. Slowly coming back up. You might be a little lightheaded, so just be gentle here. Just notice how that feels in your body. Is there any tingling? Just feel that energy moving around. Okay, now let's get to the floor. So coming to sit down, bringing your soles of your feet together or towards each other. If your knees don't reach the floor, they're not going to reach the floor necessarily. Most people's don't. But if they're uncomfortable, just kind of hang in here. You can bring in a bolster, a cushion, a pillow, a rolled up rug. Just place it under the knee so it's got something nice to support it. because we want to feel nice, supported, and just be able to relax into this. So with our feet here, just with the arms, we're going to slowly walk back, maybe coming down onto the elbows. Maybe we need to just have a little shuffle of our hips to come down, lying on our back. So we have our feet, our soles of the feet towards each other, our knees out, and we're lying back. So this is reclined butterfly. It's a great one for inviting in newness, for spreading joy, for opening your heart to change, to something new. With our arms, to just accentuate it even more, we can maybe raise our hands over our head. Maybe we grab opposite elbows. Maybe we'd like to have them in cactus pose. So we have a few different versions here for your arms. And we're just going to lay here for a couple of moments, coming into stillness. And I invite you to scan your body. Where in your body do you feel tightness or closed up? Where in your body do you feel tightness or closed up? Maybe you find something, maybe you don't. Maybe it's in the chest, the abdominals, the hips, the shoulders. Maybe you're tensing and frowning with your forehead. And if you find somewhere, with your breath, I invite you to focus your inhale and send your breath to that area. Now, obviously, we're not directing our actual breath to that area, but we can direct our energy. And when we do that, we can just see if we can open up a little bit there. Can we invite a little bit of softness? Maybe it might take a few breaths. If you don't find anywhere, that's fine. If you're new to somatic awareness, or if it's just not showing up for you today, we can just focus on the overall opening and softening of the body. Maybe you notice any muscles that are clenched or tight. A few more breaths here. And then bringing the hands to the side, maybe helping your knees close. We're going to come up to a seated position. So just in a gentle way, not to disturb you too much. We're just going to do some gentle tapping. So tapping can just help release stuck energy, maybe that we couldn't get with the breath, the stuck energy to release. So here I was finding at the top of my abdominal. So just tapping around the area. And if there wasn't a specific place where you could feel, you can just tap wherever feels nice to tap. You could maybe just do a little all over, tapping of the arms, tapping of the legs. Or if there was that specific place for you, just keeping it there. Okay. And coming now to lay on our front. So we're going to bring our palms to just under our shoulders, and we're going to slide these forward. So just with that, our chest raises up. With our elbows there or thereabouts below our shoulders, our palms and our fingers out wide. Maybe you want to have a play around with the positioning, whatever feels nice. And you should be able to feel a bit of compression in the lower back.
If you're feeling it too much, if it's painful, come down. So with that, we can kind of sink in further into our shoulders. And if you need a little bit more as well, you can always come down to rest your head. Or maybe just forward, rest your head on your hands. But if we're in Sphinx pose, just again, going to find that stillness, maybe closing down the eyes, softening that gaze. And this is a beautiful heart opener, opening through the chest. And just a little visualization that I like to do here. So I kind of see my chest as a projector, and it's almost like there's this beaming out the vision of what I'm wanting to see in front of me. So imagining that in the middle of your chest, you've got a projector and you can just, it's beaming out this vision. And maybe it's a vision of this new version of you. Maybe it's a vision of you stepping into the change, a new hobby, a new role, a new way of you showing up. Maybe you coming at life with more joy, whatever it is. Can you see yourself in whatever version that is? But it's calling in, you're looking at a future version of you, that version of you that you're wanting to become. Or maybe that you've already become, but you've been holding on to those old identities that you haven't been able to see it. And just take a couple of moments here to enjoy watching this little movie reel, maybe with a smile on your face. Taking one last inhale. And let's just close off that movie for now. Exhale. And coming back down, putting the hands to the floor and just letting us be able to push back to a seated position. Again, just careful not to disturb yourself too much. And we're just going to finish with an inhale and an exhale. Now, with the inhale, we've got arms again here. So on the inhale, it's going to be inhale and exhale both through the nose. So inhale through the nose, and we're going to sweep our arms up to the sky. And then if you can, a controlled exhale through the nose as we bring the arms down onto the body. Now I invite you here to visualize as we're sweeping up that version of us, right? Who we're calling in, who we are right now. We're sweeping all of that version, every aspect. We gather it all up like we have a big ball. As we've gathered it, we then are going to just settle it in and place it within us and hold it there. We're going to do that a couple of times. So inhale through the nose, sweeping the arms. Exhale, let's gather and place it within. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. The last time, let's do the biggest sweep and breath we have done. And exhale, let's bring and just settle and lock that in. Keeping your eyes closed, just staying here. Hands on the body. Just taking a couple of breaths at your own pace. Just securing that version of you within. And notice how you feel in your body now compared to when you started the practice. It's all within us to be able to step into a new version of us, to create new versions of us, new chapters. One last inhale here. Exhale, release. Dropping your hands to your knees or your sides. Opening your eyes if they're closed. Again, thank you so much for following along and practicing with me. Feel free as well, I'd love to hear what the versions of you or what you're looking to let go of, and hear what you're calling in, who that version of you is. So don't be afraid to drop a comment in the comments, and also to email me if you've got my email, if you're working with me as a client. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in another video, I'm sure, very soon.